Alright, my people. I feel compelled to give this message. I woke up early this morning. It was heavy on my spirit. And like I said, I just felt compelled to give this message. You know, when I say my people, I'm not going to specify who I'm talking about. If you're watching this, you know who I'm talking about. But my people, it's time to wake up. And I know y'all have been hearing that, but I'm about to tell you why. As far as everything that's going on with the issues, with the violence and everything, I hear people asking, when is it going to stop? When is it going to stop? When is it going to get better? When are things going to change? Well, you know what? I'm sorry to say this, but it's not going to stop. It's not going to get any better. This is what the Bible tells us. You see, everything that's going on right now is prophecy. This was supposed to happen. And I'm going to show you where it says that. You see, first of all, let's start in Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time, which was before us. So that tells us right now, nothing new under the sun. I mean, none of this is new. This all been going on already for a long time. It's just, for some reason right now, it's just being televised and publicized and out in the media and right in our face. And there's no coincidence that right after all these movies, 12 Years a Slave, the remake of Roots, these television shows, what they had, The Butler, The Help, all these movies coming out, and at the same time, all this is being televised. And on top of that, you have Donald Trump running for president. That's not a coincidence. Nothing new under the sun. Our people are being getting killed forever. Forever. So it's nothing new under the sun. It's not new. It's just being more televised. And it's not going to stop. You know why? Because it's Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble. Nothing new under the sun. We see what happened in Moses' days, before Moses came. Satan knew that somebody was going to come and set God's people free out of Egypt. And he didn't want that. So through Pharaoh, around the time that he knew that Savior was coming, through Pharaoh, all the little boys 2 and under, they murdered. Now in today's society, that would have frowned. They couldn't go around and gather all the 2-year-old boys 2 and under and murder them. That wouldn't work in today's society. But back then, they tried it. It didn't work. You know why? Because it was prophecy. It was supposed to happen. They couldn't get Moses because God said they couldn't. But they still tried them. Same thing happened when the Christ came, when the Messiah, when the main Savior, when our Messiah came. King Herod, Satan tried to go through him and try to stop prophecy. All the little boys, 2 and under, 2 and under. Again, today in this society, that wouldn't fly, not that strategy. It didn't work. He couldn't thwart prophecy. The Messiah came, he saw, he conquered. Now today, they have abortion clinics. Free or affordable abortions and birth control. So they don't wait till they're 2 years old. They taking them out of the womb for free. They paying for it. They paying to kill your baby before it's born and validating it by letting you think that it's not a living, breathing vessel. You see? Nothing new under the sun. We get back to the word. Planned Parenthood also do vaccinations, which a lot of these vaccinations are sterilizing people. Not only are they causing diseases and implanting diseases and sicknesses, they sterilizing people. Birth control, population control, nothing new under the sun. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7 talks about Jacob's trouble. And then we're going to get into who's Jacob. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Jacob's trouble. Who is Jacob? We go to Genesis chapter 25. Bear with me. I usually have an assistant. It's 4 in the morning right now. Genesis chapter 25. I'm going to start at verse 23. God is talking to Isaac's wife, Rebekah. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And one shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So what he's telling her is that 2 different nations are going to come out of you. You have twins right now, but they're going to be 2 different people, and they're going to go their separate ways. They're going to start off 2 different nations. That's right here in Genesis, in the beginning. One people shall be stronger than the other. You could turn on the television on Sunday, look at the football game, and see what race is more physically dominant. And I'm not being racist, that's just straight up. Black people was what percentage of the population? 14 and a half, something like that? Maybe 15? Look at sports. Who's the more physically dominant race? Look at tennis. Basketball. Two nations of people. There are 2 nations in my womb, they shall be separated from my bowels. One people will be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Now Esau was born first, not Jacob. Esau was born first. And back then, the younger son never was the one who got served. The elders always, they had the birthright, which we're about to get into, all of that. So, has there ever been a time where Jacob was being served? Has yet to happen. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over, hairy, like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Esau came out red. Today, when you see babies that lack pigment, when they come out, they're red or pink. Black babies, when they come out, you see the difference. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold onto Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. Jacob and Esau. Esau was a cunning hunter and a man of the field. Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Esau became known as Edom, father of the Edomites. The Edomites are the Europeans. It's prophecy, all of this that's going on. So when we go down to the same chapter, down to verse 30, This is when the brothers are older, obviously. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore his name was called Edom. So the red pottage, that's red meat. Meat that has not been fully cooked yet, that still has the blood in it. So he said, give me that red meat that he wasn't even supposed to be eating back then. And Esau said, behold. No, first my God. Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. So the brother's like, man, give up your birthright if you want this piece of meat. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. I'm starving to death. And what profit shall this birthright do to me? So he didn't even respect the birthright that was given to him. He didn't see the value in it. He was hungry at that time. He made the emotional decision. Give me that little piece of meat you frying before it's even done cooking and I'm hungry. You can have this birthright. And Jacob said, swear to me this day, and he sware unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. That birthright ended up being the land of Israel. He gave the land of Israel to Jacob for a piece of meat. And ever since then, they've been trying to get it back. So you want to know why America is going to give Israel $38 billion? It's to keep our black butts out of there. Because they know that one day our Savior is going to come back and give us that birthright or that promise that they didn't get back then when they got delivered out of Egypt because they started worshiping other gods. So he saved it for generations and called it Jacob's trouble. It said you're going to be sold into slavery and you're going to go through all these hardships for sinning and not doing what I told you to do. So we're being cursed for what our ancestors did. Our history doesn't start in the 1600s, where the U.S. history books say it starts. All these other nationalities, all these other cultures trace their history back for years, thousands of years, thousands of years. Our history goes back to slavery? Come on, man, no. This our history book, whether you like it or not, whether you want to believe it or not. All the things that's in that book are coming to pass. This is Jacob's trouble. It's not going to get any better. That's the prophecy. And y'all waiting for a black leader to come back and stand up and represent. It's not going to be a LeBron James or Colin Kaepernick or none of those dudes. Even though I can admire what he's doing and I respect that, what Colin Kaepernick is doing. But y'all waiting for one of these athletes or one of these rappers or somebody to stand up and take charge. It's not going to happen. Our leader is in heaven. And when he comes back, that's the leader that we've been waiting for to stand up. Is the Messiah, Yeshua, Christ. That's who the black leader is. And when he comes back, he's going to give us into our land. So all this money they putting into Israel to try to keep us out, to think, oh, if we do decide to come together and come and they're going to fight it off and hold it down, and all, they're trying to thwart prophecy. Nothing new under the sun. You don't have to take my word for it. Read the book and learn for yourself.